Here's the problem. I don't think Neal Brown's the guy. We've talked about this a lot. He's earned some props with me because of his recruiting. And I think he's a great recruiter. I think he's a nice guy, but I don't think he's a talented coach for this level of football. I don't think he's got it.
Yeah.
He's burning timeouts every week that makes no sense. He's making fourth down calls that make no sense. And from what I understand, he controls the offense, so it's not even all on the offensive coordinator. I don't get it. He just doesn't look like he has any business being on a Power 5 football team.
The seat's getting warm, that's for sure.
It's got to be at this point. There's so many.
That
I don't even know where
class might buy him an extra year.
The class?
Yeah.
I don't think he's going anywhere this year. Even though, it's his third year, we talked about it. This is his defining year. So far, it's not defining very well. After that Virginia Tech game, and then we came so close to beating Oklahoma, which we blew that game. I was going to say, maybe Maryland's the outlier. But I think Virginia Tech is the outlier. I don't think we're that good. I think we're the team that played Maryland.
Yeah.
I think the only reason we look so good against Oklahoma is I don't think Oklahoma is very good this year.
They're still one of the better teams in the Big 12, but we're just not very good.
No.
And we don't have any margin for error because.
And there's a lot of error.
Yeah.
And I mean, my goodness, Jared Dagey, how long are we going to be subjected to this? Like, I get he's the veteran, but he's making the mistakes that he's not supposed to make week in and week out.
Man, well.
There was one play, and I forget what play it was. I think it was late third or early fourth quarter. It might have been a third or fourth down. We're in the red zone. I think it was a fourth down. We were going for it. Sam James is completely open on the right side of the field. He never looks that way. He's looking left. He never, ever once looks to the right side of the field. He's got all day in the pocket. He looks left. I can't remember how the play, it didn't end good. I can't remember if he threw it away or it was just not incomplete. He never looked right. Sam James is wide open. And then he comes off the field and Neal Brown gives him a little high five. Good job, buddy. Whereas Garrett Green, after that amazing drive, unfortunately didn't turn into a touchdown. Fourth down, Neal Brown takes a dumb timeout. So there's a timeout. There's a TV timeout. They have all time in the world to prepare for this play. You send him in there. Apparently, he doesn't know the play. He scrambles. The line collapses. He gets tackled. And as he's going off the field, Neal Brown's yelling at him. I think I read his lips. He said something like, "It's fourth down." Oh, my God, it's fourth down, but the line collapsed. What is he going to do? He had to scramble and try to make up. There's nothing to do there. It's bad play calling. I don't know, Harry. Talk me off the ledge.
There's not much to be positive about. The offense is terrible. I think the bright spot of the offense is the receivers are playing better as the year goes on.
They've been better. They've been catching passes this year.
Yeah, Winston Wright's playing good. Sam James is having a good year. Esdale's having a good year.
Yes.
All these, they're playing well. Lenny Brown hasn't been as good as a lot of people were thinking.
Yeah.
I think bar a couple big runs, that first quarter against Maryland, the first run against Virginia Tech, we haven't seen a whole lot out of him. And maybe that's due to having no, I don't know. I don't think we don't have a QB right now.
No.
I don't think Garrett Green's the answer either.
I don't think he's the answer.
Daggy's the answer.
I think he gives you more than Daggy just because defenses have to respect his run game.
They do, but
so if you got him, and the argument is Daggy's more mature. He's limits the play. He's limiting turnover, but he's not limiting turnovers. He's turning the ball over on bad plays. So all the argument for him, he hasn't done any of that. So I can't look at it and say he's a better option than Garrett Green, even though Garrett Green, I don't think is the guy.
Yeah. But I don't think you can play just Garrett Green. every snap. I think you got to alternate between those two.
I'd try it at this point. He won't. Neal
I don't
Brown's
know.
buddies with Deggy and the Deggy family.
I don't see him doing much better. There's no deep throw. There's just no
Yeah.
throwing with Garrett Green either.
We don't know
He can
that,
run the
though.
ball.
We don't know. We don't know.
We've
He
seen
hasn't
it.
been allowed.
I don't think he can read a defense. I don't think he can.
I'm
I
not.
don't see it. I don't think there's any confidence with him. I think he's just going to take off and run, or he's going to have a short throw. Or that's it. Run the read option. I don't see much from him. I mean, he's young. I mean, he's what, a redshirt freshman, so maybe that's part of it. But as the team is right now, I don't think you should stick to one or the other. I think you need to play them both. But you don't
As
have
the
a
team is
quarterback.
right now, here's the thing. I'm not pro Garrett Green. I agree with you on all that. And I've been saying that all year. I'm just anti-Deggy now. I stuck up for him early. I said we need to be patient with him. I'm over him. I'm over him completely.
I don't think he should be the guy either. I think you're going to have to play them both.
Yeah. He's had
You have
no
to.
redeemable qualities.
You have to make the defense because they play differently. So there's different. The defense has to respect who's in there. But yeah,
it's tricky how you manage it, though. I would do it per drive. I don't like switching mid-drive because I think you've seen sometimes it kind of throws off the line. It confuses us as much as it confuses the other defense. I would do it per drive, but I think we need to see more Garrett Green. I don't know if it's 50-50, but it's got to be more than he has one bad play, which wasn't even that bad a play. The line collapsed. And then you don't see him for the rest of the game. I don't know. It's funny. Last week, we feel better after that loss. We said, looking at the schedule, there's no game that looks like a guaranteed loss for West Virginia. Well, after this week, I feel like looking at the schedule, I can't pick out a loss or a win. I mean, I can't pick out a win. I cannot look at that schedule and say that's a win.